going to win. So, for the first time in a long time, Fee Collier actually kind of cooked there. Kind of cooked Angel Reese.
When Angel Reese hit the court, reality struck back more forcefully. After just one preseason game, the Lynx gave her a frostbite like L. Defense rushed, shots clanked, and somewhere in the confusion, Angel's self-assurance packed a bag. Was it simply anxiety? Or did the WNBA simply greet the rookie? Now take a seat, in any case, we can't stop watching it even though it's not the beginning she had in mind. What went wrong? Let's examine it.
You know what I love watching? I love watching her highlights of missing shots. She's got to be the worst shooter you've met in your life.
In Chicago, it's officially panic time. Angel Reese is the future fan club, at least. Angel Reese may want to see whether her crown is still covered under warranty after 2 preseason games that resembled an awkward high school tryout rather than the start of a WNBA rookie campaign. Because Reese is merely attempting to find the rim without drawing a foul or ceding a rebound to Camila Cardoso, while Caitlin Clark is out here nonchalantly breaking ankles and draining logo threes like it's a warm-up warning. She is losing both of them.
For instance, before a game or after a game or during practice for real, you rarely ever hear from Angel Reese. And my question is why? Why don't you like to talk basketball, Angel? Is it because you miss so many layups, you're so bad?
Let's be brutally truthful. The simplest way to characterize Angel Reese's preseason performance would be generously underwhelming. She shot 2 for 8 from the field and scored a meek 10 points against the Lynx. Yes, 2 buckets in 25 minutes. For every 12.5 minutes spent on the court, 1 basket is made. This is not the dominance that fans were promised, so if that pace keeps up, someone needs to start distributing juice boxes for participation. If you're a shooting guard, 3 rebounds is awesome. However, it is uncomfortable when you are the alleged paint bully and you are fired by a new teammate.
We got to talk about Angel Reese missing out on these press conferences all the time. What is this really about? Here's a girl, right, who loves to be in everybody's face, loves to be on front center, right? Always on TikTok, always on Instagram, always on YouTube with her podcast, but never during press conferences before a game or after a game or during practice for real. You rarely ever hear from Angel Reese. And my question is why? Why don't you like to talk basketball, Angel? Is it because you miss so many layups, you're so bad at basketball for real?
Caitlin Clark, on the other hand, is experiencing something quite different. She ran the court like she pays rent on it, dropped dimes, and made 3s in her preseason debut, like if it were the championship game. In a game that ended before Angel Reese could commit a 4th foul, her side, the Indiana Fever, scored 108 points. While Reese was still figuring out how to balance her job as an eager cheerleader and an off-ball decoy, Clark was managing the offense like an experienced veteran.
Wait a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I thought Angel Reese was responsible for elevating the WNBA dump. I thought Angel Reese was responsible for taking the dump and turning it into an unmonetizable turd. Now, to her credit, it is a nicely polished turd. It almost looks appealing. Almost. Of course, it's still not appealing enough to generate profit, but I guess the WNBA is taking baby steps. I mean, what's one more year of multi-million-dollar losses? I thought Angel Reese was the star of stars, the icon of icons. That's what the mainstream media keeps telling me. Headline at Forbes from last month. How Angel Reese and Asia Wilson are leading the WNBA's growth.
The real stinger, though, is this. Cardoso Camila, the other rookie in the sky, indeed. The person who doesn't appear on podcast circuits every 3 days or star in Reebok advertisements. Cardoso. She is effortlessly transitioning into the role of power forward. 9 rebounds, 13 points, and an abundance of I apologize, Angel. I'll accept that bored energy. She is seizing the rebounds that were once Reese's mainstay. However, Cardoso is now handling the cooking, food shopping, and leftovers. Reese is also stuck with the check.
Angel Reese is smooth 6'3". And jump like that, grab him, rim, and dunk him. Let's be honest, that's bounce for a girl. That's bounce. Now, some of y'all are probably wondering why I said she could dunk. I mean, obviously, Shorty can't dunk now. We see the game, she barely get off the ground. She getting like an inch off the ground. Anyway, the reason for that is she had a big injury in her leg a long time ago. Now she has a metal rod in her leg.
Let's add this up now. Caitlin is lighting up scoreboards and making defenders reevaluate their life decisions as she enters the WNBA regular season like she's been doing this for years. Conversely, Angel is unable to find a way to shoot 25% from the field without the audience moaning each time she makes contact with the ball. The league had the gall to set the Sky season opener against, wait for it, Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever, as if the preseason wasn't already a frightening event for Ree. Yes, the matchup we've all been looking forward to is on Saturday. It's a heavyweight fight, but one side has been using a punching bag for preparation, while the other is punching air. Only been well. Angel and Caitlin were meant to be the rivalry of the decade, but as of right now, it seems more like a one-woman show, with Caitlin doing everything but selling popcorn between timeouts. Rhea is making us laugh unintentionally by missing bunnies, allowing her defender to effortlessly enter the paint, and appearing completely perplexed when Cardoso grabs another rebound that she believed to be hers by divine right.
And you wonder why you have the least amount of fans showing up in attendance at your games. That all has something to do with it. You're not relatable. You're not likable. People only hear from you when you showing half off, your body, or you're showing off what you're wearing, right? Trying to make a fashion statement. You're showing off your new weave. It's so unbelievable. You're showing off your new lashes, right? But you don't talk basketball now.
It's starting to seem intimate. Reese must be experiencing it. Imagine promoting yourself as the future generation's face, and then having a teammate show you what true paint dominance looks like. Cardoso is stealing those carefully chosen layups that Reese used to eat like buffet samples when attending college. However, the WNBA no longer awards participation trophies, thus this is no longer LSU. Cardoso exudes efficiency, placement, and hustle. I have the basics, and you can bet Reese is aware of it, even though you may have the followers. She is witnessing Caitlin Clark emerge as the most talked-about player in the league in an instant. As she watches Cardoso transform into the Sky inside anchor, she is stuck in the middle, too obvious to hide behind the bench, too ineffective to be the scorer, and not strong enough to be the rebounder. However, after all, it's just the preseason, right? Sure. However, Angel's stat line is beginning to resemble an embarrassing footnote rather than a rookie resume as the actual games are set to begin.
According to Forbes, Angel Reese is arguably the biggest star in the WNBA because she has more social media followers than everyone else. But like I say all the time, popularity on social media, that does not equate to the main.
We haven't even discussed what occurs when Ree gets benched for picking up 2 fast fouls in the first 5 minutes while Caitlin begins torching the Sky defense with one-legged fadeaways. The game on Saturday has all the makings of a reality check. Angel Reese is into this game with a chip on her shoulder the size of a news conference, and Caitlin Clark is about to do a clinic. And not the positive sort of chip, the one that says, "I'm overcompensating because things aren't going the way I thought." It is almost poetry. Instagram tales, magazine covers, and collegiate excitement served as the foundation for the rivalry. However, pick and roll and court spacing are used in the professional ranks. Switches, as well as really taking your shots. Like a well-rehearsed piano recital, Caitlin's shift has gone smoothly. Angel's transition has resembled someone stumbling over a bench while attempting to tie their shoes. Remember, this isn't a case of rookie anxiety. Rhea has now participated in 2 complete games. That's a sufficient sample size to understand that perhaps, just possibly, crushing under 6'4" freshmen in the NCAA isn't quite the same as competing against seasoned WNBA veterans who are adept at exposing all of your flaws. Additionally, if she believed she had Cardoso just locked the breathing room door and discarded the key, Rhea isn't making money in the rotation for every minute that Cardoso outplays him. And that's how stories change so quickly in the WNBA.
Folks, the Chicago Sky Game 1 of the preseason was underway last night. Angel Reese looked pretty good, but we're going to get into that momentarily. On the negative side, Angel Reese fans, LSU fans, all of you who tell us, oh my God, what a big superstar.
You have to wonder what the team is considering at the moment. While the marketing team is undoubtedly still sharing glamorous photos of Rhee and Sky Blue, the coaching staff is presumably holding late-night discussions that sound a lot like this regarding the starting lineup. On Saturday, Reese needs a miracle. She must appear and remind everyone why she was the most well-known figure in women's collegiate basketball the previous year. However, if her preseason shows anything, Caitlin Clark may not simply outperform her. She may simply make fun of her. Because consistency is the one quality that Clark now possesses that Reese does not. Every night, Caitlin brings it. Angel, she adds some drama-miss layups, and if Cardoso chooses to be charitable, perhaps a couple rebounds. This is no longer the preseason. The curtains are rising. The lights are bright, and Angel Reese had better hope she remembers her lines because Caitlin is going to make this a one-woman show.
Season, can we know how you felt about your play out there? Your 2 for 8? Can we know how you feel about your new role, supposedly being a point forward? Ain't no damn point forward. A point forward is a person that actually create shots for others, easy buckets for others. That's what a point guard. Caitlin Clark don't just pass the ball down to Leah Boston and she turn around and make a layup and get an assist. She don't just get those kind of assists where she really didn't have nothing to do with getting Camila Cardoso or one of her players an easy basket. She not getting nobody no easy baskets. It's all off the execution of the play. Whether somebody cut back door and she make a good pass. She can make good passes, but a point forward is somebody who actually orchestrates the offense.
This isn't just a game. So if you thought Angel Reese's screenplay couldn't get any uglier, wait until Saturday's opening tip. It's a tryout. For real on-court validity, not for a shoe deal or Instagram influence. As of right now, Rhee is entering the audition with a broken microphone, 2 flat notes, and the staged demeanor of someone who has recently discovered that the spotlight burns when you haven't trained. Even before she has actually played a game, Caitlin Clark is essentially the WNBA's main event. She has ample cause to enter venues as if she owned the lease. She has an incredible basketball IQ. Her passes, her shot selection, her precisely targeted missiles, and the calculated pandemonium that somehow always works. With a master's degree in applied humiliation, she was lighting up defenders even during the preseason, as if she were trying out for the Harlem Globetrotters. The best thing is that she's doing it all while grinning as if she just turned your favorite player into a traffic cone. This leads us back to Rhee, whose defensive posture thus far has been more "where am I meant to be again" than locked in.
So I think it's time to finally, end the argument. End the argument that there is any sort of other needle mover that is even remotely close to Caitlin Clark in the WNBA. And again, the reason why we've got Hailey Van Lith up is because it was Hailey Van Lith's return as well as Angel Reese's return. Angel was not the only person. They had 2 players returning. However, right now in Carver, there are no tickets left for under $200.
Let's now discuss body language. In record time, Reese's in-game energy has changed from a self-assured queen to a perplexed mall walker. Halfway through the second quarter, she is giving colleagues the side eye, is worn out, and exudes an air of being forced into a pickup game. Cardoso is out here nonchalantly making putbacks appear like layup drills and snatching rebounds as if it were her birthright. When fans are already speculating about rotational changes before the WNBA season has even begun, you know something is wrong. The press. Yes, they're circling around an all-you-can-eat buffet like sharks. On Saturday, the first missed free throw will be shattering Angel Reese breaks down. Instead, Sky Coach is thinking about launching the mascot. Alright, perhaps not so dramatic, but you understand. This is the nature of professional basketball. It doesn't care how many nil agreements you signed, how many Bayou Barbie headlines you made while in college, or how many fans you had. When the game clock starts, all of that is irrelevant. Additionally, Angel is beginning to realize the hard way that the WNBA isn't there to support your brand. Its purpose is to reveal if you are indeed capable of hopping with the big dogs.
I've tried to tell you guys, you heard me say it on this channel. A lot of Angel Reese fans are not basketball fans, and they are proving it. They proved it last night without a shadow of a doubt. That was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen. You might be like, well, Rhodes, what was so embarrassing?
To be fair, nobody anticipated that she would be a 20-point star every night right away, but nobody also anticipated that her teammate would outperform her. The team's most dependable frontcourt player is Cardoso, who was once thought to be the backup. As they say, losing your spot in the starting lineup is equivalent to losing Wi-Fi. Gradually at first, then all at once. Reese urgently needs a redemption arc, because Caitlin Clark shows up to make statements rather than just play. Roasting your primary opponent on national television during your first regular season game is the biggest statement. If Clark loses, 25, the conversation won't be amicable if Ree puts up another 2 for 8 shooting night with foul problems and a lot of shrugging at the referees. Social media might blow up. Before the game concludes, ESPN will have the highlight clip ready, complete with dramatic violin music and a side-by-side comparison graphic that will make Reese wish she had stayed in college. Additionally, the fans are keeping a careful eye on it. This goes beyond Caitlin versus Angel. Hype and substance are at odds. One player has already demonstrated that she is capable of matching the spotlight. By halftime, the other is still figuring out how to avoid fouling out.
Give an eye. People keep telling us there are other people in the WNBA who have made it matter. People keep telling us there are other players who are so very, very loved. There are other players who are so very, very marketable and marketed and watched and all that great stuff.
Don't forget about Angel pressure is nothing new to Ree. She has participated in championship matches. She has had to cope with haters. And she has undoubtedly previously been the focus of attention. However, this is no longer about haters. The goal is to demonstrate her belonging, demonstrating that her presence, attitude, and playing style can genuinely result in professional victories. If it doesn't, she runs the risk of being the league's cautionary story as Caitlin takes center stage. This is where things start to get really hot. Ree's entire rookie campaign could become a survival mission if she loses to Clark. Debates will emerge from the whispers. The arguments become heated opinions. The hot considers trade rumors. It is early, yes. However, this is the WNBA. It's close. It's competitive. Additionally, rookies are not given limitless opportunities, particularly not when your colleague is outright taking your job in front of you.
Fingers turn to can't even show up and buy ticket fingers. Angel Reese, going home to her alma mater, LSU, plays against the Brazilian national team in front of 6,370.
Reese requires she tried to make Saturday her statement game, but it wasn't a good or a respectable outing. She needed direct reintroduction. Something that indicates I'm more than simply a 2023 TikTok highlight. If she doesn't come up, Caitlin Clark will drop a casual 30 and leave the arena with Reese's story gift-wrapped and ready for the archives, which is why I'm here to dominate. The comeback is still possible. Angel still has time to become irate, hostile, and confined. However, time is of the essence. Furthermore, Caitlin Clark won't simply steal the show if she doesn't exercise caution. The script will be rewritten by her, and Angel Ree will be confined to the bench, reading lines.